Um, there's a question, can you lead prayer behind an imam who shortens their beard in the Hanafi school? This is one of those really contentious issues that people make very contentious. And part of it, there's a context in the subcontinent, particularly, which is in the subcontinent, dress and appearance are very central to identity. And the Muslims were a minority in India. And holding on to your identity as a minority is very, very important. Everyone's brown, right? But what makes these brown people different is very important. And that identity was challenged and threatened under colonialism, right? So it becomes a very sensitive issue, right? It's a very sensitive issue in that regard. The underlying principle in Ahl Sunnah, that's a key principle. And if we appreciate it, we'd avoid a lot of confusion and we'd avoid a lot of divisiveness. Al-Izz bin Abd Salam, who is known as Sultanul Ulama, literally the Sultan of the scholars, one of the great Imams, and he was at the level of ijtihad. He stated that لا إنكار في مسائل الخلاف, and people before and after him have said the same thing, that there cannot be any rejection, any condemnation in matters of difference of opinion. Anything that is differed upon within mainstream Islam is not the subject of condemnation. And any difference within mainstream Islam, which is within the four schools of Sunni Islam and the positions deemed sound within each of the schools. Because sometimes within one school you have 2, 3, 4 or more positions. Usually not, but sometimes. So anything that is differed upon is not the subject of condemnation and must be accepted even if disagreed upon. And the length of the beard is such an issue. Within Sunni Islam, it is differed upon as to what the required length is, even more than that. So it's not the subject of difference of opinion. And the basis is that we pray behind every Muslim. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Sallu khalfa kulli barrin wa fajir." Pray behind every virtuous and corrupt person. Okay? Now, if you're going to choose, you have a choice between many people to pray with, you choose the most righteous, you choose the most learned, but there's many criteria. You also choose the one who's nearest to you. So there's a number of criteria there.